We have Boy live in studio this afternoon. What's the first song you'll be performing for us this afternoon?
Drive, Darling.
Excellent. Drive, Darling from Boy live on Radio BDC.
You close the door and start the motor. I roll the window down. I raise my hand and wave goodbye to neighborhood queens and clowns and children in the front yards. They hide and seek and laugh. I can almost hear you thinking, how could these days go by so fast? And no rear view could picture what we leave behind. Drive, darling, drive, darling, drive, darling, drive, darling, drive. A silent conversation, no words, 'cause there's no need. We let the tapes mix up the years and press repeat and press repeat. The trunk is filled with records and books and chairs and clothes. I'm smiling on the surface, I'm scared as hell below, and no rear view could picture what we leave behind. Drive, darling, drive, darling, drive, darling, drive, darling, drive. Good morning, freedom, good night, lullabies. Drive, darling, drive, darling, drive, darling, drive, darling, drive. And when we arrive, the hardest of goodbyes, but you will dry my eyes. Somehow you're always by my side, the one who holds my kite and watches over all my flights. Drive, darling, drive, darling, drive, darling, drive, darling, drive. Good morning, freedom, good night, lullabies. Drive, darling, drive, darling, drive, darling, drive, darling, drive. Drive, darling, drive, darling, drive, darling, drive, darling, drive.
Thanks.
Thank you. So we're gonna play 3 songs in a row, and the second one is about a very beautiful friend of ours who breaks everybody's heart, and it's kind of a warning to all the boys in town. It's called Oh Boy. She's so easy to fall for, but boy, she's so hard to hold. She looks at you like a warning. You know you're gonna be hungry when you get home. Her lips make the cherries and the berries and the apples look pale. She could ask anything, you would do anything. No matter what, you would obey. and she turns every room into a dance floor. When she turns and she sways and she spins, and you're standing still like a statue, and you can't take your eyes off her skin. Oh boy, you better slow it down. You're running on unsolid ground. She'll never slow down for you. Oh boy, you'll never wear that crown. You're just one of 100 clowns. I know it's sad, but it's true. Oh, everything that she touches, every word from her mouth turns to gold. But how can you ever catch her eye when she's all colors and heat? You're all gray and cold. You keep looking up, but she'll never ever look down. Oh, look at this part you've chosen. You're the jester of the queen. She's the queen of the town, and you wish she was in a movie. You could watch at home 10 times a day, where you could just sit without having to think about something important to say. Oh boy, you better slow it down. You're running on unsolid ground. She'll never slow down for you. Oh boy, you'll never wear that crown. You're just one of 100 clowns. I know it's sad, but it's true. You should go home, boy. You should call a friend, someone to tell you there's no happy way for this to end. Shut your eyes, boy. Don't let them fool you. See all this beauty, it's looking through you. Put out that fire, boy. Don't let it eat you. Don't you know it's dangerous? What did your daddy teach you? It's not your fault and it's not a fault, but you should go home, boy. Oh boy.
Thank you. The next song we are going to play is our current single. It's called Little Numbers.
Waiting for your call and for the moon to release me from the longest afternoon. I've rearranged parts of my living room, but time is hard to kill since I met you. Looking at the cars that drive on by, while spring is making promises outside. Red cars are quite rare, I realize. And then I wonder which colors you would like. 7 little numbers, baby, they could be a start. 7 little numbers, baby, I know yours by heart. Whoa, oh, all the pretty things that we could be. Whoa, oh, I feel you in every heartbeat. Whoa, oh, a revel in a dream that could come true. These numbers could be lucky for you. I watch the sky change to a darker blue. I can't think of another thing to do. And every song just makes me think of you, because the singer sounds as if she was longing, to 7 little numbers, baby, they could be a start. 7 little numbers, baby, I know yours by heart. And 7 little numbers, baby, they could make a change. 7 little numbers make our fire out of this flame. Whoa, oh, all the pretty things that we could be. Whoa, oh, I feel you in every heartbeat. Whoa, these numbers could be lucky for you. I read your name on every wall, on every wall. Tell me, is there a cure for me at all, for me at all? Tell me, I read your name on every wall, on every wall. Tell me, is there a cure for me at all, for me at all? Whoa, oh, all the pretty things that we could be. Whoa, oh, I feel you in every heartbeat. Whoa, oh, a revel in a dream that could come true. These numbers could be lucky for you. Whoa, oh, whoa, oh, oh. These numbers could be lucky for. These numbers could be lucky for you.
Excellent. Absolutely. With the a cappella harmonies at the end. Very, very well done. Give it up one more time, please, for Boy.
Thank you.
Here
Thanks.
live on Radio BDC. It's just a gorgeous show. Should I be like right out in the front here? Is this good? Okay. You mean you know what? I'm gonna actually have to drop the headphones because they're getting in the way. So I'll have to have you keep an eye on things over there for me. Right over here. Is this good? All right. Excellent. Thank you very much. It was Valeska on vocals, and it was Sonia on vocals and guitar, Dennis on vocals and guitar. We had this wonderful week here in Boston where the weather turned around. It was 70 degrees yesterday. It felt more summer than spring, and even today, even with a slight breeze in there, was this gorgeous spring day. And here you come along playing these lovely songs on a Friday afternoon. It really just does a great job of kind of setting the table for the weekend to come. So thank you for that. Really, you brought a lot of joy to us this afternoon. We appreciate it. Now tell a little bit of the story. The two of you met, Valeska and Sonia, and wanted to make music, but it took some time before you did. And then you finally had the opportunity to do so, Sonia, and it was Valeska that you seeked out, correct?
Yeah. That's how it worked. I saw her. I heard her sing, and I really fell in love with her voice, and that's why I asked her to try to write together, actually.
I said, while you guys were sound checking, what did I do? I came out and said, you just have this beautiful voice, Valeska. And I said, I can see why. If I heard her sing, I would say, I need her to sing in my band. This is how this needs to happen. So the two of you got together. You were able to collaborate, write some songs, but in a bit of a different approach than most would take. You don't necessarily, at least at the beginning, you weren't sitting down together and, writing songs and workshopping them. It was a little bit different. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's right. We tried the sitting in one room and jamming on a guitar thing, but it didn't work for us at all. Mm-hmm. And it was a bit frustrating in the beginning because we knew we really wanted to write together, but we had to figure out how. And so in the end, it works this way, that Sonia records instrumental tracks at her home studio, and she programs drum loops and records bass and guitars and keyboards and sends me those whole instrumental songs.
Right.
And I sit at my place and write lyrics and melodies to them and record them at my place and send them back via email although we live really close together, but it's just
that's the part that's
it
funny
works
to me.
better via email.
But you know, though, if that's the process that works for you, then why don't we live in this time where we have the technology, you know.
Yeah.
Had you been making music 30, 40 years ago together,
It
a
would've
generation
taken-
ago,
Maybe there would be no music.
exactly.
at all.
Those few times,
For us.
those first few times you sat down, you said, "Oh, you know, the idea worked, but it's not going to quite work out." But no, obviously it is. Now, where does Dennis? Ironically, you're the duo known as Boy with no boy in the band, and then here we
There
actually
he
have an
is.
actual boy. Dennis comes along. How does Dennis work into the mix?
That's our guitar player, and we always bring him when we play in the setup. And he's also the guitar player of our full band.
Excellent.
So that's
So-
the boy.
So you do have that. That is the boy. So there is a full band. You're able to take and flesh the songs out and have
Exactly.
them performed.
Yeah,
Excellent. I'm a little disappointed though for little numbers. There was no tiny piano like in the
Yeah,
video.
everybody loves a little piano.
Yes.
But if you knew what it really sounded like, you probably
It does not sound that good, right?
it was a very out of tune little toy piano.
It was really annoying when we shot the video for this song. It was because I had to play this piano, and
Right.
it sounds really like half a note in between somehow. It's
Uh-huh.
really terrible.
You need a tiny piano tuner to come along and tune
Yeah,
the tiny
Yeah,
piano.
but I think
Yes.
you can't
Tiny
even
hand.
tune it.
No,
It's just
toy piano. Now, obviously, you introduced the song as your single, but it's more than that. I mean, it's become a phenomenon. We're closing in on 9 million views on YouTube. That has to be a little bit of a... Is it shocking to you, or did you feel when you wrote it that this was a song that would connect with people?
It is a bit shocking, but in a good way. And but of all the songs on the album, this one was definitely the one where we had it was the easiest one to write, and we from the beginning we had a really good feeling about it. But we would have never dared to dream what really happened to it in the end.
Well, I'm glad to see that it's having so much success. You write tremendous songs. They sounded fantastic this afternoon. You're very kind and nice. You're a joy to have. Are they not a joy to have around? Clap for them again, please. Boy performs at Cafe 939, the Red Room on Boylston Street tonight. 8 o'clock doors. You can purchase tickets at the door tonight if you choose. Yes.
so.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you both. With all three of you, excuse me, I forgot the boy and Boy. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Valeska. Thank you, Sonia. It's Boy
Thank you.
who
Thank
performed
you.
live on Radio BDC. Thank you again for coming by. We appreciate it, guys.